All right, hell yeah. Welcome to the PlayStation broadcast. Woo!
What's up?
What's up, James?
What's up? What's going on?
I think this should be a good episode because finally some good news this past week.
What kind of good news?
We're getting a PlayStation Showcase event. Woo! Yeah!
I still don't believe it.
I know, man. It's Nintendo, Microsoft been like, "Yo, what up?" all year, and Sony was like, "Hey, here's a state of play." I mean, they weren't bad state of plays, but
They,
nothing that was going to knock your socks off. But like, "Oh my god!"
yeah, none of the state of plays are horrendous because they kind of set you up for what to expect. It's when people don't understand that they're telling
Yeah,
you, hey, these are exactly what's going to be out here. Like, and then people are like, no, there's going to be 5 AAAs, and there's, it's an indie showcase. So, to me,
Microsoft does it. Microsoft, Aaron Greenberg comes out there and says, "Hey, temper your expectations. This is what we're showing." People are still like, "They're lying. They're not showing that. They're going to show more." These people just, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I get too excited about it. I'll feed into the hype. But there's way too many people that start getting these illusions of grandeur, and you're like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 calm down." Here we go. You know what I'm saying, dude?
oh yeah, I mean, it's it's how with any event. I feel like anytime someone's favorite video game publisher says, "Hey, we're gonna have a showcase or an event," people just run wild with it, and even if the publisher's like, it's this is gonna be a small event, they're like, "No, this is gonna be great." Halo 25 is coming out.
Damn, they skipped ahead, haven't they?
Yeah, well, they just thought it was so good that they needed to bring it into the future.
But Microsoft, what was it, like Windows 8, 8.1, and then 10.
Yeah.
We're just skipping ahead of all those games. But yeah, I do think this showcase is going to be something special. I there's rumors and the rumors, and then there's people from Sony saying, "Hey, you better be there." Naughty Dog. There's Naughty Dog devs chiming in. The big shots. Herman's excited. He's going to wear a T-shirt for once. It's getting. I'm buying into it, man. Andy Robinson of the Video Game Chronicles. I think he's the editor in chief there. He said there's going to be some super announcements. I think the show's going to be something special.
I agree, but it also depends on how they set up the show. So, 40 minutes is not a very long time.
Yeah. Hope it's like 45 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I know it. But that doesn't necessarily matter if there's no filler. If you go to like an E3 show that's an hour long, but they're talking 10, 20
Yeah.
minutes of a game that no one really, like think about like back in the day when like PlayStation, they would have like a really good start and a really good end, but in the middle was Wonder Book. No one cared about Wonder Book, and everyone's just like, can you stop wasting 20 minutes
Yeah.
on Wonder Book?
I got a friend that bought that though. He said, "So much fun! It's such easy platinums." I'm like, "Oh, okay." All you, bro.
I mean, I think the idea was cool. It's different, but like I said, it's not. We know someone at E3 doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
A mom who's trying to read books to their kid might be interested in that if they have a dad that has a PS3. So like I said, if you take out that, and I think if you take out like, say like a game like Call of Duty, if you're only showing a 1 minute, 2 minute trailer, like for a get hype kind of thing, that's good. If you show me a 10-minute video of Call of Duty during this 40-minute presentation,
Yeah.
I'm going to be pissed.
Don't get me wrong. Call of Duty is the best selling game every year. So I understand when they give it time, but no, 10 minutes of Call of Duty at this showcase is not wanted by anyone.
No. So it's just really like going back to the point is like, I do think this is going to be an awesome show, and I think it'll be similar to what the one last year was when they first announced the PS5. I think it'll be very similar to that. But I think you're going to see a lot less indie games. Like, I don't think, obviously,
Yeah.
you're not going to see Oddworld because that game's already out. But
Volcano High or whatever.
yeah, I think you might see those in like a montage,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't see them wasting more than 5 minutes tops on games like that, like combined.
There's a time and place.
Yes.
If they're going to use these diamonds, have you seen the logo? If you looked at it real close, it's like all diamonds. It's the symbols and diamonds and all that. That makes me think, premium.
Agreed.
And I mean, I love indie games. I mean, I love what indie does for the site to showcase them. I love sharing the news for them. I mean, it's something. I think some sites tend to undercover indies, and it's something we always try to cover. So I have nothing against them, and I mean, I love playing them. And so it's not like I'm one of those it's AAA or it's nothing type of guys.
Yep.
But this showcase, I want to see the big daddies. I want to see the heavy hitters. I want to see the surprises.
Same.
I mean, sell us, remind us why we spent $500 on this console or 400, whichever way you went. Make us hoot and holler. Make us ponies proud. Even though I don't know if I consider myself a pony, but no, whatever.
I just consider myself a very hardcore video game fan, but
Yeah.
I sway the PlayStation side.
Yeah, I mean, I've owned every console. Not every, sorry, but ever since Super Nintendo, I've had Genesis, Dreamcast, Saturn, N64, GameCube, Xbox 360, Xbox One. I just prefer my gaming on PlayStation. That's where I've had the best gaming experiences.
Yeah, I mean they just cater to me more as of right now. I mean, I don't care about a lot of multiplayer games, which is Xbox. It seems to be getting closer to the single player stuff moving
Oh
forward.
yeah,
But they focus.
Bethesda was definitely a help. That's
Yeah.
that definitely added a bunch of single player experiences to the repertoire.
Since you owned every system, I'm just trying to fact check you. So did you own the Ouya, whatever it is?
No, I'm sorry. No. I didn't mean every system. I'm sorry.
Not even. What about the N-Gage?
Did I? No.
I just feel like I can't trust your word anymore.
Engage, yes.
Like if you didn't own the N-Gage, were you really?
I had the Virtual Boy.
Your parents probably bought that for you, threw it to the side. Like I said, you didn't own the real consoles.
Oh yes, forgive me, please.
Hey,
I'm just saying, the main consoles. I mean, I was there for them. It wasn't like I just played my PS2 nonstop. I had an Xbox. I loved DDR on it. Knights of the Old Republic, Halo 1 and 2.
Xbox was my favorite. I liked my PS2 for SOCOM, but the Xbox was a better console in terms of specs, and I feel like Brothers in Arms played better there, and obviously Halo. Like honestly,
The hard drive, that was pretty cool. Music.
yeah, I don't know. For me it went like I had my PS2 first, but then I liked my Xbox better, and then I had my 360 first. And I liked it better until I had Red Ring, and then I had my PS3, and I just kind of started getting used to more of that. And then after that, just pretty much full on PlayStation. I mean, I still have Xboxes, like I have my Xbox One, and I'm gonna get the Series X whenever Hellblade 2 comes out. But
How many Red Rings of Death did you have?
I just had the one.
Okay.
But I think the reason that I probably only experienced one was I went to go get it modded when I was in college, and the guy just straight up stole it.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
Yeah. So
Damn.
When I gave it to him, he would say, he's like, oh, like you'll get it next week, and then next week came, he's like, oh, like I haven't, whatever, I've been busy, can't do it, and eventually just kind of went down this rabbit hole. He stopped answering my calls and texts and stuff like that, and which I guess you can say I'd probably deserve since I was modding an Xbox, but at the same time, I was a college
Karma!
kid.
No.
I mean, I was never gonna buy the games that I actually burned for the Xbox. Because so what ended up happening was, I called his number again from my dad's phone and acted like a, like a 10-year-old boy saying like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Hey
I want
guys.
my Wii modded." And he agreed to meet me, and then I was like, "Hey, dickhead, I got your license plate and stuff like that and reporting you." And so that he ended up having to pay me out, and then I bought an Xbox Elite, and someone else modded that one.
I got a couple of friends that modded theirs, and one of them got banned because I guess they found out or whatever.
Oh yeah, because you can't connect it online. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I was mostly just playing. Like I actually, I downloaded a bunch of games, but I never really played it. Like I think the only thing I really even maybe played was like an Army of Two game. But for the most part, yeah, I never really use it. I think it's just there for the novelty of it.
Yeah. That's what I know. People would like. What was that trick? You could wrap your Xbox in a towel
Yeah.
and turn it on, and it would get hot, and it would turn on, and you could trade it in real quick.
Hmm.
I had a couple of friends that did stuff like that. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah, the 360 was not. It was a good design system in the sense of like they, like their RAM
The
wasn't
UI and
wasn't
all
split,
that.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
UI was good, and obviously they didn't make it the cell processor, which was super complicated for people. So in that sense, it was good, but obviously for the consumer, it was a terrible design.
Hell, they said they knew, right? Remember that guy that with the whistleblower that got sued by Microsoft or whatever?
I don't remember that; it's been so long.
What was it like? So many of the Xbox 360s the first year were they knew they weren't going to work right or they were problematic, and they said just push them out there.
Hmm.
I mean, it worked for them pretty well. They almost won the generation, or depending on who you talk to, they did or didn't.
Yeah, my fast take on that is that I do think they won the generation, not because they sold more consoles, but because they took the share from
Yeah,
PlayStation. So I think Xbox really shouldn't have had a chance, and then they pretty much sold about the same.
that
So
good old Sony get arrogant. People will get two jobs for this PS3. Ooh, are you sure about that?
yeah, but it made such a good back half of the generation because of them
Oh
being arrogant.
man,
Like honestly, people forget how good of a generation PS3 was.
the games. Oh, I think you saw my tweet, didn't you, on the official account?
I think so. I think I liked it.
I mean, if you go back and look at all the exclusives they released on the PS3,
Hmm.
I mean, it wasn't like one game; it was like trilogy of games.
Yeah, and that I mean, if you think about like Naughty Dog, they had Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and The
Yep,
Last of Us, then Infamous and Infamous 2, and then
Infamous, New Blood, or what was
yeah,
the?
God, that's what I was trying to think of what it was. It's not New Blood, is it? Either
I don't
way.
think so.
So they had like you had that.
Storm 1,
Yeah,
2, and 3. Yeah, it's
yeah. Gosh, honestly, I don't know why they let Evolution make a Drive Club when MotorStorm was such a cool game. I know that the sales were soft, but the reason that the sales were soft on Apocalypse was because of everything that happened there, with the
yeah.
tsunami and Japan, them delaying it and all this stuff. And like, I mean, also when you start flooding the market with all these games, I think you're just going to get softer sales.
Yeah.
So like, because at that time you're having, like I said, MotorStorm, you had Puppeteer, and you had PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale, and those games like
Yep.
are flopping. But because you have The Last of Us coming out, you have Infamous 2 coming out.
Heavy Rain,
Yeah. Jason!
5 and 6. Yeah. Jason. I mean, Sony really went heavy with it. I mean, I think they realized what they had to do, and they're like, just put tons of money into it.
Yeah.
And the portfolio of games was pretty diverse.
Hmm.
I mean, I love my PS4. I love the library we have there, but a lot of the big exclusives were open world or
Oh, and third person
third
action.
person. It's what was the first person games were on the freaking PSVR.
Yeah.
Farpoint,
Firewall.
Firewall. Thank you. That's when I couldn't get out of my head. I couldn't remember what the hell it's called.
Yeah. And to be fair, obviously VR, I think you'd want to have it first person, but
Oh right, yeah, of course. But I'm saying, like, what was the big first person game from Sony last PS4 generation?
Killzone Shadowfall.
Yeah, that was begin the generation.
Yeah, launch exclusive, and they never came out with
uh,
another first person shooter.
nope.
It's honestly amazing how that happened.
And pretty much said, "Hey, Call of Duty, hey, Destiny, we're going to give you these big, enormous deals for for time exclusive content.
Yeah, and
I guess it worked out for them. I mean,
it did, but man, it's just like their first person shooters have so much potential with
yeah.
Killzone. That if they just rebooted it, like just scrap scrap the story because everyone's forgot it by this point.
Yeah.
And just keep this like Visari out there and whatnot. Like that game has a lot of potential. And then Resistance, obviously, that game is just a ton of fun because of Insomniac's just willingness to throw any kind of weapons.
Yeah, and crazy scenarios.
You know what's amazing about this past generation, though, and like this generation now, is that since graphics are so good, you go back to like PS3 and you saw developers master like one thing. And so, for instance, Resistance 1 had one of the most realistic glass breaking for shooting. And I just remember shooting every window I possibly could just to see how
so
it
amazing.
broke.
Yeah.
And then Resistance 2 came out, and I wouldn't say they mastered water, but they did a really good job with the physics. Into like there's parts where like the waves were just like astronomical, and it was like too much. But it was really cool to see like the whole like all of the PS3 and 360 generation was the developers learning how to make water react and glass react and like these things that now we just take for granted.
Like, oh, that glass doesn't react the way I thought it would. These watermelons don't explode in the Halo Infinite multiplayer,
It's terrible.
Or I guess somebody. I take it back. The Last of Us 2 had the people shooting the apples and all that. And, oh God, Twitter's such a dark place sometimes.
Oh, it sure is.
But yes, as we reminisce about the PS3, I do think we need to do one episode just dedicated to the PS3.
Why don't we do one episode dedicated to every generation of PlayStation?
Yeah, I agree, man, because every generation has a banging library of games. First, second, third, indie, whatever you want to say.
Yep.
Because I thought about, after that tweet took off, I was like, I need to do something about the article about the PS3, an opinion piece. They had Mags, Starhawk, Warhawk, SOCOM Confrontation, like so many of these multiplayer games.
Even what's that one game?
Bad Princess.
Funny enough.
It's fun.
Yeah, my buddy or my neighbor, he came over last night and he saw my profile picture, which is one of the fat princesses. He's like, he's like, care to explain like what your profile picture is? And I had explained to him, I was like, oh, it's this capture the flag game where you have to feed your flag / princess to make her so heavy. Cake. And he started laughing. He's like, I think that's hilarious. I was like, it's a cartoony thing that has like so much gore. Yeah. I was like, honestly, I think that would be a fun game for them to just revive, just to like, put $1 million into it and just see what happens, because I think it has a place somewhere.
So like when you pick her up, the little sound your guy would make.
Yep.
Oh, good times. Pain, remember Pain?
Yeah, I do remember Pain. I mean, and see, that's the thing too. They had so many kooky, like Tokyo Jungle. Yeah.
You said Puppeteer earlier, but that was different. I mean, Little Big Planet was a big gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, I championed that game up until release. I mean, but I didn't know it would actually, be as big as it was.
Yeah. Wonder Book.
Oh.
But you had like Echo Chrome. You had Flower, Journey.
High Velocity Bowling.
Hey, that was actually that game was actually way more difficult than it needed to be.
Yeah, it was, man. I remember getting it. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with me?
And then
the PS Move exclusives.
Yeah, like Sorcerer or Sorcery, whatever.
And PlayStation Champions.
Yeah, I mean, those were, like I said, they took a lot of chances, and I liked it. I mean, obviously the Move was so they obviously
the
were
Move is still going strong. Quotation marks.
Yeah, not till the end of next year. Then we'll see if it's going strong.
Hey, all I gotta say is it lasted 3 generations, so doubters can suck it. They can suck it.
Yeah. Either way, PS3 was a great generation.
How long did Connect last?
3 years, 4 years.
So yeah, it was the fastest selling the fastest selling electronic device ever that everyone got rid of about 3 months later.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing is people want to move briefly at times for video games, but they don't
Yeah,
want to move
yeah.
all the time.
Whew, I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Whew. My back. Okay, I'm done. But no, we do have to do that. We'll have to invest some time into going over the libraries, the PS1, 2, and 3, and kind of doing the retro cast, I guess, or whatever we want to call it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. But I guess we can kind of move ahead a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure everyone didn't tune in to, hey, how much you guys love the PS3? Oh, sorry. Just kind of, nothing wrong with going back to the glory days. Not to say that Sony isn't still kicking ass. It's just, there's some good times.
Sure was.
So how's life been treating you, man? Everything good and
Yeah, I mean, I've got no
working?
complaints. Just working, watching the Indians lose, and then playing games.
How's the life of being a father? A new father. How old's he now?
He is almost 5 months.
Okay, yeah. How's that treating you?
Still pretty good. He's getting his little personality, and his personality seems to be love mom and turn away from daddy. So
Oh,
that's the fun times. So I like to think that he's rebelling against me now, and that
oh.
he will love me more later.
Is she still working her limited schedule, or?
Yeah, they're still trying to find hours for her, which I mean it's a new clinic, so she's not getting a whole lot, but it'll probably come in the next month or two when they start, actually trying to get people to come to the office because like the company had like other openings and they were focusing on the other places first.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know. I'm just saying, like, if he's at home with her more often,
Oh yeah,
if he sees her 10 hours a day and sees you four, once you get home and get settled in and all that, of course, I'm like, Mama, I love you so much.
and he sure does.
That's,
But he's also or she's also the food source, so
I understand. Damn, I'm hungry. Where's Mom at?
how's everything going
That's
with
good,
you?
man. Pretty good. Just busy with work. It's the other day. My wife was like, "Why are you so tired?" I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm driving all over Middle Tennessee, having to get these jobs done in one day, and been some busy time. Like this weekend, we got to work. I'd remind my ex-wife. I said, "Hey, we're coming to Tom's game on Friday. This weekend, though, I can't have them because we got to work all weekend for the shutdown. Just reminding you now, so you don't forget. Why aren't you taking Tom with you? Well, the job's only 5 minutes from my house. I mean, I couldn't ask. I mean, most time jobs for me are an hour from home.
Mm.
This job is literally 5 minutes down the road,
Yeah, it's much nicer.
and it's a blessing. Yet it's going to take some time, and we got to move all this crap out of the way and find a new path, and it's gonna be couple crappy days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be compensated for it, but still, it's work went from like, hey, here's barely 40 hours a week to hey, here's 45 to 50 hours a week guaranteed. And this weekend, I don't know what it'll be. So, work's definitely been kicking my butt lately.
Have you been able to game it at all, or no?
I've been addicted to Hades,
Ooh, nice.
dude. I mean, I think I talked to you the other day about it. It's just, I see why it won a Game of the Year awards. Because when it comes down to it, the gameplay is just so damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not the biggest roguelike guy in the world, but each like if you die, I'm like next time I'm like, okay, this time I'm going with her powers, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to focus on these doors instead of those doors, and you just get, you got to plan it out, and you're ready. You got to do your attacks, which power ups you want to go with, and even when you die, you get certain a point system that you can upgrade your character, so that you actually have on the next run, you'll have. I'd say you get killed, you'll come back to life with half your life, and then you can keep get more of those. And there's certain items you can equip, and you can give people in the world like gifts and all this, and they'll give you gifts back and tell you these stories. And man, it's something good. It came out in 2020. I mean, it makes that year. I know it just hit PlayStation, but it shows how awesome of a year 2020 was. I mean, there was some freaking great games last year.
For sure.
I mean, this year's been pretty sweet too, but 2020 was something special.
Yeah, this year, I don't know. I mean, this year I feel like hasn't been all that great. I mean, it's not that there's not great games. It's just like
COVID.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see that COVID had a left its footprint on gaming, and that's fine because I mean, I really have been able to kind of get through games at my own pace for the most part. I feel like I haven't had a big PS5 backlog yet.
Mm.
So that's kind of nice, just knowing that. I think the only PS5 games I really have left that I want to play are Demon Souls and Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade.
Gets you all those buttery smooth 60 frames per second for Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to play the DLC. Really, I mean, I don't personally care to. I can't. I don't have the time to replay games, but at least I'll be able to transfer my save over and then do the Yuffie stuff.
That hurts pretty good.
Yes, that's what I heard too. So like I said I'll definitely be playing that probably next or so.
Ooh, I wonder if we finally see some part 2 coming up soon. I don't know. I mean, we'll sit down for the predictions here in a few minutes, but I feel like Square Enix already has enough on their plate.
Yes, they do.
Hopefully, they'll show some of that plate to us Thursday. And what time is it? Like 1? It's 1 p.m., right? Or is it?
I think 1 Pacific time, so it's like 4 my time.
I need to make sure because I don't want to. I would blow chunks and miss it. Oh my! Don't get me wrong. I could just listen to it when I'm driving, but still, it ain't really.
Yeah, it's not the same if you're not watching it.
Yeah. Oh my God! It's Africa too. Do you remember Africa?
I do.
Like it was like one of those first. Wasn't it like one of the first PS3 games shown?
I don't remember if it was one of the first PS3 games shown. I just remember it being like one of the more like they were touting like the graphics of it.
Whoa, look at that zebra. And then Sony didn't release it over here. Kind of like Demon Souls. Like, oh yeah, it did really good in Japan. Well, we're afraid it won't do good in America. Atlas is like, what up, yo?
I thought, I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about Africa, but like Demon Souls, I don't think did sell that well.
Oh, it didn't do that? Okay, well, I thought it.
I think that's the reason why they didn't bring it over was because it's not that it was like terrible for sales. I just don't think it had the hit that they thought it was going to be. So.
Okay, you're right. It is. It's 1 Pacific. Okay, cool. I can leave work at 2 o'clock. Hey, well, maybe like 1:30. Okay, that's good. I want to get home a few minutes early. I don't want to miss it because I gotta write down some notes and all that while I'm watching it, and tweet as fast as I can, and be like, oh my God, do tweets where it's just like the word Sony 1,000 times, and I don't know. I don't get hype tweets anymore on Twitter. It's you gotta like go super crazy and type a bunch of letters, and sometimes when you see tweets that go viral, you're like, what? Really? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, you you just gotta remember that most people on Twitter are idiots. So, and I mean that's including me. I'm not excluding myself from there. But if you just
I'm in line
have
with the rest of them.
if you have that mindset though, then you'll understand why some things go viral.
It's like, okay, that's kind of interesting. Oh wow. I guess Tripwire must have. Oh, that John Gibson guy stepped down as CEO.
Well, I'm sure the gaming
Damn, that
community.
escalated quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the gaming people spoke loud and clear on what they wanted.
Well then, goodbye. They already have an interim CEO and everything.
Maybe he's just wanting this and was like, "Hey, I know a way that will rile gamers up and make me step
Yeah.
down." If you tweet something about abortion or transgender or I don't know something along the lines like that, then you're definitely going
Yeah.
to
Goodbye.
get
So
arrested.
long.
Yep.
Farewell. Yeah, that just broke my phone. Just the alert came up. What's going on? What's going on? And there it is. Okay, well that didn't take too long. But no, we'll get to the good part. The PlayStation Showcase predictions.
Can't wait.
Woo!
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. I predict we will see PlayStation games there. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Okay, wait.
That's a stretch.
My first prediction.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Are we doing this the way I brought it up before or not? Yes or no? I just need a yes or no here. So like remember, so if we did 10 predictions each, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a scoring system. So if I said like God of War will be shown, and you were like,
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. So you give
Yeah.
me a 1, meaning
Yeah.
that I can only get 1 point for it, and out of the
Gotcha.
10, you can't double dip. Obviously, you can't do 1-1-1. But
Yeah.
so like that would be my 1 point prediction, and then I say like, hey, you know, Omnimusha is going to be there, and you're like, heck no, and you say that's a 10, like that's like you don't think that's going to be.
Yeah, gotcha. If you want to, I mean, don't let me.
You
Rain on
tell
your
me what
parade.
you want
I mean-
because you're picky. It seems like.
I'm not picky.
No, you kind of are. You're a little bit of a diva here.
I'm the diva.
Yeah, a little bit of a diva. Just a little bit.
Oh,
So you just gotta tell me what you want, because
Hey,
I
you're
don't
fine.
want you to get mad at me.
I don't care, man. We can do whatever you want to do.
No. You're the bra. This is your broadcast. You do it. Tell me what you want.
What? Oh, I'll tell you what I want. She ain't here right now. Called the PS6.
Ooh.
But can I give my joking prediction?
Sure.
Starfield is coming to the PS5. I don't care what Aaron Greenberg says. I don't care what Peter Hines says. It's coming. I know it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's rumors of it happening, and there's just a lot of people in the know that say that the PS5 version's out there, and I'm totally making
Why
all
would
this
you throw it
stuff up,
away?
but it sounds good.
Why would you throw it away though?
I mean, honestly, obviously there is a PS5 version that was being made,
Yeah.
and they threw away. They're going to throw it away. I mean, maybe in the long run they won't, but
They were though, because there was rumors that Sony was going to money hat Starfield.
yeah, I don't know why Sony just didn't end up buying Bethesda at this point, considering
That was in rumors. Remember, people were like, "No way that ever happened." No.
yeah, that was back in like January or something like that.
Microsoft's like, "Oh, really? Let me hold my beer or hold my studios." They went and bought entire genres of games. They own like the Western RPG and the first person genre now. It's crazy.
Yep.
But Starfield's coming, so you can give that a 1 if you want to.
Now I would give that one a 10. See, like
No, it's coming. I know people.
I do too.
My friend
They
Nick,
just don't
he's
know
the
anything.
co-founder of Xbox Era. He told me it's coming.
Then Oh, well,
So, bro,
I
don't
just
tell
need
anybody.
him to be here to say that to me.
He lives in Australia, so it'd be kind of. We have to figure out a time to be like coordinate that one. But he does have a lot. He is a big PlayStation leaker for whatever reason. People want to tell him information.
Hmm.
He's one of the first people that talked about the Ghost of Tsushima, Noiki Island, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was something else too. I just can't remember at the moment. Like, dude, you need to hook me up with your insider. Like, I mean, I need this information. I guess it won't happen. So, hey, man, if you want to, you can start. What you got for me?
All right. Do you want? You know what? Whatever.
Oh, here we
So
go, y'all. These are our PlayStation Showcase event predictions.
I'm gonna start a little bit on the safe side here. Well, a lot of bit on the safe side. I feel like. Um, I'm gonna say God of War is shown in the So this is a multifaceted one. So
Oh,
I'm
so
sure I'll be getting
you're
like a third or whatever point. So God of War will be shown first,
whew.
and it'll say spring 2021.
Wait, what?
Or sorry, spring 2022. Whoops, we're past
I was like,
2021.
I understood what you said. I just
Yeah.
wanted you to clarify it so someone's not like, well, you said spring 2021 on the show and you didn't.
Yeah, it's already gone and passed. Wait, did you guys not see that it came out already?
Okay, yeah, that's definitely like a two. Because what is it? The odds of March? March? What they've all come out in March, right?
I'm not sure if all of them have, but I know the last
Most of them.
couple have.
Didn't God of War 2018 come out in
That was March or April, right?
April 20th? Wasn't it
Yeah.
420?
Yes. And then
Yeah.
I think Ascension was March.
Because
So,
I mean, they were working on the. There was there was places in the game you couldn't get to. You could never go to in the game. Remember,
yeah.
the bridge was broke or the gates closed or
Oh yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be expanding that world obviously. I
yeah.
mean, it's a trilogy for a reason, and obviously I think this is the game where you kill Thor, and then the next one is all about Odin.
Yeah. Poor Thor.
You know? But I
He had
mean,
glorious hair.
I think it'd be weird to me if it wasn't shown. I mean, I would think the only reason why I think it would be the beginning is because they're going to start off strong, and it's a game that we already know about.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's why it will be first, and kind of like they did in that one E3. God of War was already like that was that was the first thing they showed at what 2017 or something
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
That was 2016.
It was 2016. So
Ooh, that show was something else.
so I think that's why they might open the show up with that, and I would say it's gonna be like a 5 minute gameplay thing, and it's gonna be awesome. And like I said, I'm assuming it'll be spring. It'll be obviously they're not gonna do it before Horizon, and then
Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, it's
so that's
they
why.
released Tsushima and The Last of Us back to back months,
Yeah,
but the pandemic kind of had something to do with that though.
yeah. I just think God of War was announced too soon, obviously, and I think that even like a spring 2021 might be a little bit far fetched for me. I just think that since they always do, like, or they've typically come out in the spring lately, that's why I'm saying that. Like I said, so I have a three part prediction. I said it's shown first, it's shown, and it's spring.
Spring 2022.
That's what you got for me.
That's definitely like a two. Because I mean that release date kind of goes in line with the other ones,
Yeah. So what's your prediction now, though?
GT7,
Okay.
summer 2022.
I'm gonna give that a solid one.
I mean, it has to. I mean, I feel like they were going to release it this year at some point if they hadn't delayed it. But I'm sure. I mean, Kaz is a perfectionist,
Yes.
so I'm sure he's going to take all the time he needs to refine every little piece of leather sewn in the car, and every headlight's going to have the reflection, the ray tracing, and they got to scale it down for the PS4 version also. That we're going to be paying $10 for. So guess what, people? If you buy the PS4 version, remember that you're going to have to pay $10 for the PS5 upgrades. So ray tracing and DualSense support and haptic feedback and all that good stuff's going to cost you 10 smackaroonies. Don't forget, though, because, I mean, Sony done laid it out. They laid the groundwork. Lion Ryan got on the blogcast and was like, okay, Horizon Forbidden West is going to be free. But from this point on, it's going to be $10 until we get out of the cross-gen era, which I predict will end in 2022, depending on how the COVID virus goes.
I mean, there's more PS5s out there than there were PS4s out there at the same time.
Oh,
so
yeah, definitely.
You got to cut it off after these. God of War and GT. I say you got to cut it out. You cannot continue doing this.
Yeah, but you got to, you got to show all those 116 million owners some love. I understand the way the business sense. At the same time, though, you spend all this money on a brand new console. You kind of,
yeah.
What about me?
My thing is I was talking to my buddy about this upgrade stuff, and I was like, how much money are they really trying to milk out of this? You got to imagine.
Yeah.
You got to imagine that. So let's see, out of the 110 million PS4 owners, and what is it at 10 million now for like PS5 or 6 or something like that, 6, 7, whatever. So you got to imagine that the ones that have it are more of the hardcore ones, out of that 110 million group. And I mean, obviously not everyone is, because people either don't have the money for it now or just can't get it. But my thing is like, God of War and Horizon and those games, they only really sell 5 to 10 million copies. So are most of them already on PS5? So why are you catering to people who you only care about Call of Duty and Fortnite?
I know someone said the Amazon rankings for Horizon on PS4 aren't even in the top 100 or something.
And good. I hope that teaches them a lesson, like that they need to stop. Like I said, most of the people who have a PS4 are not going to get those games, and they're wrong for not. But like I said, and a lot of them have just migrated over at this point.
Yeah.
The ones that would get those games. So just, I get it for this year. Made sense. 2021. I think all those, like Returnal should have been on it and whatnot. Wouldn't have been happy, but I can understand it. But 2022, no. Just be like, no, PS4 is effed. Like, screw it. They can migrate over. We should have enough by then.
It'll be interesting to see. I wish they would show the numbers. They're not going to.
But didn't someone say like Spider-Man Miles Morales, like over 90% of the sales were on PS5 or something like that?
Yeah, it's something crazy like that.
Yeah. But either way, hopefully they migrate soon from doing cross-gen and just to only this gen.
But yeah, I definitely do think this is going to be the last. I think 22 should be the last of the cross-gen. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. And I've heard some people say 2023, but I think if new games are being launched, in 2020 or they're hitting that development phase, that they're going to start using the Unreal 5 and new systems and new technology that PS4 won't be able to handle.
Yeah. All right, so what's your next prediction?
Well, I just predicted it's your turn.
Well, no, you got to snake it, so that way...
Oh, kind of like... You've been doing the NFL draft, haven't you? The fantasy draft.
Oh, yeah. Well, snake it makes more sense if you think about it, because, I could always be undercutting you, But this gives you a chance to undercut me.
Why would you undercut me for?
I'm saying is like all these predictions, like I could be, say like God of War, like that could have been your first prediction. Like, oh, well that sucks, but then you do GT7, but then it's like, okay, well your next one, like that might have been my next prediction,
Gotcha.
So.
I mean, it kind of sucks because the one I'm about to go with. We'll talk about it afterwards. I think we'll see Forspoken because they already announced that it's going to have an early 2022 release date. And Sony's already put a bunch of money into it since it's the PS5 console exclusive. Is that what the terms were for it, remember?
Yeah, I think so.
And, of course, the actress that plays the main character then said, content coming soon. It's like, oh man, come on, girl. I mean, she doesn't know. I, I'm not saying she's not a gamer. I mean, I'm sure she's a gamer, but she's not a gamer like us, who is actively searching for this news. I mean, if it's someone that's just playing Call of Duty that plays, or someone who plays Final Fantasy games, enjoys them,
Mm-hmm.
or RPGs, they're not on there looking for, Forspoken news. They're going to be surprised Thursday if they see a Forspoken trailer. She might have ruined, not ruined the surprise, but kind of taken away from it a little bit.
Yeah, I would imagine we would see it in some fashion. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Do you have
I
it?
hope so.
Do you have a a release date though, or release month, or release uh,
If it's going to be
season?
the next big Square Enix game, I think it's going to be probably spring 2022.
All right, are you gonna make that a part of your official prediction?
Yeah,
All right, spring.
because I don't, because Final Fantasy Origin, I don't see
Mhm.
that coming out. That would be later in 2022. And FF16, I'm seeing Forspoken before 16, either way around.
Oh, see, I actually had 16. Actually, so I'll make this.
Wait, is that your prediction? Wait, what?
I will make this my prediction because
Go ahead.
I think it is off the wall. But so going back to last year when they announced Final Fantasy 16, Jason Schreier was saying how much further this is along than people think,
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna say Final Fantasy 16 is shown and it has a December 2021 release date.
Oh my God.
So if you go back though, there is precedent to think that it could possibly hit. I mean, I don't. The only reason why I don't think it's going to hit the day is because of COVID,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that this possibly can happen because if you go back to games, I think like 15 was, and there's multiple games I looked it up that were released in November and December from Final Fantasy. So I think this could be, they were talking about in this show that they were saying like that they want to show like what's happening this year and beyond, obviously, but like
Uh-huh.
what else is happening this year besides Deathloop,
Oh,
Kana. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, like I said, so like, but really nothing exclusive. So I think that this would be
Fist.
yeah, Fist. If we see that, I'm gonna be so pissed. Um,
No offense.
yeah, I mean, I think the game looks fun, but like it's just like I said, we talked about this. It's not the show. So like I said, I'm gonna say December 2021 is the release date for Final Fantasy 16. But like I said, so it'd be like I get half point for them showing Final Fantasy 16 and a half for the date. So where do you want to put that as in terms of points?
I'll give them a 3 because I think they're going to show it. Even though they've been like, well, we're going to wait to show the trailer when it's close to release day. We're going to show it to you when it's ready. But no, if Sony's paying all this money to have the exclusive rights to it, you better believe they're going to show a new trailer for it.
Yeah, so you're willing to concede the 1.5 points then to me probably. You still
Yeah,
think
I
I'll
just,
get
I
the
just,
full three?
I would, dude, I would have fucking loved if it came out this year because I'm excited for that game. It looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I watched her like 4 times one night. I don't know why. I just kept sitting there watching it. Man, this looks so good.
Yeah, I think it's a the trailer was really exciting. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing I was thinking is that the graphics don't look that much better than like a PS4 graphic kind of
I
game.
believe they said they're gonna improve the next time we see them. Like somebody's saying that they were
Yeah, and
definitely a work in progress. That it was.
yeah, and I believe that. I'm not saying that it was gonna continue like that, but I guess my thing was that it probably was pretty far in production already, and that's why I think, like I said, might have that surprise release date, which would
Oh
be
man,
really cool.
I would be over the moon.
Let's see. My next prediction. Do you want me to throw a? Do you want me to? So do you want me to do a hard one, or do you think you want me to do an easier one?
Hold on. Are the cops coming for you for some of these crazy predictions?
Yes, they they
what,
see.
what did you give me for spoken?
Oh, sorry. I gave you a 4.
Really, you think
For
so?
yeah, I mean, I think it could be a 2 or 3, but there might be other cake ones in there that I'm gonna
Okay.
just say let's put it down.
Yeah.
I can see them waiting on Forspoken only for the sense of like maybe Final Fantasy 16 takes like that, maybe they show that and like they're like,
Yeah.
hey, let's make that the spotlight for us, Square Enix wise.
Gotcha.
Um, here is here's one I think will be really surprising if we see it, but A Boy Can Dream. And the funny thing is this is not even something I really want.
Dream on.
Capcom will be there,
Mm.
and they'll be showing Resident Evil 4 remake.
Oh. Hey, I think you might be onto something. They had that tweet. Remember recently? It was like Ford, itchy tasty, and I know that's a flashback to the PS1 game
Mm-hmm.
when you find that diary and then the damn zombie busts out of the closet. I think you might be onto something though, man. I can believe it.
What would you give me?
Let's see what I've already given you.
So you giving me a 2,
A 2 and a
3.
3.
Yep.
I mean, they got to show something. Capcom and Sony are pretty tight. I believe someone said that Pragmata might be shown at um, Tokyo Game Show 2021.
Hmm.
And Sony's want something splashy.
Yep.
I'd give it a 4. I mean, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility. I do believe that. I mean, it's not like it's. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Sony probably wants some kind of. I mean, they've been doing the exclusive demos for the Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
Even though the Resident Evil 4 was the GameCube game first. But was it the Capcom 5 with the five games that Capcom and Nintendo? Was it the 4?
I don't remember.
Resident Evil Remake, Resident Evil 4, that one game with the chick, Beautiful Joe. You remember that though? When the GameCube got those exclusive Capcom games,
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty crazy. It sucks, man. I had the special edition of Resident Evil 4 for GameCube. I gave it to my friend because I got rid of my GameCube, and then he just ended up selling it. I was like, oh man.
Oh, that sucks. That's
Well,
annoying.
I like Resident Evil, but I just don't really. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but that's annoying for like if you're gonna sell something that someone gave you for nothing, it's like okay, let's just give it back,
Oh, I told him, I said, man, wish you let me know. I would have bought it back from you. He laughed. I was like, damn. Because it was like that red steelbook case and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it doesn't worth something now. Like, son of a bitch.
All right, so that's my third prediction. So what's your third prediction?
Oh, I'm writing this stuff down so I don't forget.
Yeah, I have it. I'm typing it in my Google Docs right now.
I've been sitting there drawing a little picture of some Dragon Ball Z looking dude and people smiling and stuff. I don't know. It's a habit. Let's go with something a little more radical. Oh, no, not yet. I want to say, well, okay, I'll go with the radical one. This one's gonna be really radical. I kind of, it's definitely like one of my shooting for the moons. Capcom is there,
Mm-hmm.
showing off PlayStation All Star Battle Royale 2. What? Sony has all these new characters for the PS4 generation.
You're right. But
Yeah, I mean, look, it would be awesome, don't you think? I mean, it ain't got to be like the other version, which was the Smash Brothers ripoff. It can be like the 2D, 3D combination Capcom's known for nowadays.
Well, I'm going to give you a 10 on that one, actually.
Man, I promise you, if that showed up and happened, people would freaking lose their shit.
They would. I think it.
And hey, Capcom, Sony just bought the Evo guys, so they're going all in on fighting games.
Yeah, I just think that you're if it is going to happen, I think you're maybe a year too early.
Mm. It could be great though.
I agree.
Aloy, Kratos and Boy, you know.
But see, I want it to be a Smash Bros. Ripoff. Like I
Uh,
don't want it to be a Virtua Fighter or Mortal Kombat type of game because we have so many of those and they're good. We don't have anything Smash Bros. Besides Smash Bros. And what Valhalla or whatever.
yeah, and upcoming Nickelodeon Smash Stars or
Correct.
Brawl or Smash. What's it called?
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
It got a lot of attention on the website. I read the article. I was like, "What the?"
So I think it's possible we do see it. 'Cause you're right. The Evo thing is big now for
Yeah.
Sony.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I mean, I will be stunned if I see it. I mean, I'm not stunned in a bad way, but I mean, I liked PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. I thought what they had was cool. The one thing I liked about PlayStation All Stars over Smash Bros was that you did have to actually get the kill, like using your super,
Yeah.
and I thought that was a good idea. The only thing is that it could go on forever because you can suck with your super or whatever, and like I said, it was a good idea. And I just think that they should have offered both types of modes, like hey, ones where you can fall off, and whatnot, because it Smash Bros is successful for a reason. People love that gameplay, and I like the little twist that they tried. But give us both options, I guess.
Right.
But I like that. I like that prediction. I think that is kind
Oh
of
man.
wild.
Or even if there's been rumors that they might buy Arc Systems. Have you heard that rumor?
Yeah.
That Sony definitely wants to invest in a fighting game developer so they can have their own piece of Evo. That happened, and hell yeah, they can make it too. I mean, look at their graphics. If you looked at the new Guilty Gear and you weren't paying attention, you would think it's a 2D game,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not. It's 3D characters. I mean, they do some beautiful, fun as hell games.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic gameplay. 10. I can't believe you.
I mean, I would love to see it. I just don't believe it's going to be
I
here.
know, man. I think they will have another one though. They'll have a fighting game with so even if it's their own creation,
Mm-hmm.
and even if it doesn't use PlayStation characters,
Well,
they want
you
they
can't
want
call it
in on that.
PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale without PlayStation
No, no,
characters.
no. I'm saying like I think eventually they will create their own fighting
Fighting
game. If
game.
it's not another PSABSR.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Oh, yeah, it's me again, isn't it?
Yep.
It's me again, Margaret. Okay, here's. Man, this is a. Oh, hold on. Sorry. All right, here's another swing with the fences. Are you ready?
Yes.
Blue Point Games presents the Legend of Dragoon remake.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an 8 for that.
What are you gonna hate for?
I don't hate. I think
We need it. Sony needs a RPG, a JRPG presence.
They do. Well, I guess it's
Bad.
not. I guess Final Fantasy is no longer JRPG, so I guess we do.
Hell, but the only thing is that with the Blue Point, they're not going to change the gameplay over to action hack and slash like 7 remake became.
Oh no! And honestly, I just can't see Blue Point changing. Like if they do, like whenever they do announce their next game, I don't think the gameplay will change too drastically from it, unless it's like. So I actually did have
Quality
Blue
of
Point.
life stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I did have Blue Point on here as one of my predictions, but it was Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, is that your next prediction then?
Sure. Yeah, it's gonna be Blue Point and Metal Gear Solid. And this also comes with the prediction. They officially announced Blue Point as a first party studio.
Oh yeah, that has to be one of the. I thought we'll get that, and then after the show's over, there'll be like post, like, hey,
Yeah.
we're so happy to join the family. The worldwide studio. Well, I'm sorry, the PlayStation studios of gaming companies, and
Mm-hmm. So what do you give that one?
I think it's a 4.
You already gave me a 4 on Resident Evil 4 remake.
I thought I gave you a 5 on that.
Did you give me a 5? I could have
I
sworn you
don't
said
know.
4.
What should I do then?
Well, I mean, do you want me to change Resident Evil to 5, or do you want to just make
Yeah,
this?
let's change 4 to 5, and then remake to 4. I know a cool cat that keeps saying the remake, MegaShow remake's happening. So he's been talking about it the past year. Well, okay, the second remake.
Yeah.
We already had the Twin Snakes.
I mean, they've already worked on Metal Gear Solid, so I think it would be wise for them to fully remake Metal Gear
Mm-hmm.
Solid. I think it would be a really cool idea and fun for them, and this will be like, you know, Demon Souls and Shadow of Colossus was showing you. Well, I guess let's go back to their early work. If you go to their early work, it's, hey, we're just gonna be porting these games to look a little bit nicer with Uncharted and Metal Gear Solid. And then you had the games where it's like, hey, we're going to completely redo the graphics and assets, but we're going to keep the gameplay the same in Shadow of Colossus and Demon Souls.
Yeah.
I think this is the next step where they take away the gameplay of Metal Gear Solid and keep the like the story and every crux of it the same. It's just that the gameplay is more modern now. So I think this is the first time that they'll change gameplay.
Would somebody be helping them with that, or do you think that it's
I do think that. So I guess
Konami?
I
Or
guess this is where I should make the next prediction, and I was gonna save this for later, but I'm gonna say that Konami officially announces the partnership with PlayStation.
like,
Like, so you're gonna see. I think that they'll say that like I said, Blue Point will have Metal Gear Solid. I think you might see like a Silent Hill. Like you're gonna see like they're gonna come out and say like, hey, we have a multi-game partnership with Sony, and then they might show off like I mean like. So I guess maybe they'll show off 3 games. Like maybe they will show off like Castlevania and Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill. But like I said, this is where I think that they'll finally, because Konami was thinking about having an E3 and then they didn't,
yeah.
and they haven't spoken since. And I think that there's a reason why, and PlayStation is the reason why. So,
And
but
this is a total different prediction, right?
correct. Unless you want me to make it part of it, I mean, I can make
No,
it.
no, 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 no. You've already got the that's a pretty big one right there. Because I mean, everyone's assuming that it's going to be Bloober Team and
Well,
Konami.
Bloober Team does have Silent Hill, but VGS, which they are fairly reliable, I think. They said that there's 2 Silent Hill games in the works.
Ah, I heard that was it Supermassive Game? Not, yeah, Supermassive Games that they're what's the Dark Tales? Is that what the series is called? That new series they
The
got?
anthology or whatever.
Yeah, that was originally a pitch for Silent Hill, and Konami was like, eh.
Well, they seem to be smart then because the Dark Pictures anthology is.
Dark Pictures, thank you.
It's been. I mean, I haven't played them yet, but obviously people have been lukewarm on it. So, where do you rate the Konami thing?
I know. I mean, ugh, that is a little out of left field. I mean, it is to an extent, but at the same time,
Yeah, I like. It's like weird. It's like a risky safe move.
yeah.
If that makes sense. Like it's like, there's just so much rumors out there that at this
Yeah.
point you just feel like you have to believe it. But at the same time, it's like, okay,
I want to
well,
believe.
yeah,
I'd give it 8.
8. Okay, Konami partnership. All right.
Konami partnership for life.
So what's I can't. So there's gonna be this is. It's your turn, obviously, but there's a prediction on here that I know is going to get a 10 because it's just so funny. But all right, go ahead.
Funny?
Well,
Wise guy, huh?
Funny in the sense of no one would expect this, and I don't know why you would show it at this.
The Blasto reboot, yes.
Exactly, you got it. No, you're still wrong, but I can't. We'll move on to yours, and then like I said, I'll bring it up next.
Extermination reboot. Okay, that's a Connecticut. That I'm thinking about, like obscure PS2 and PS3 games. Dark Cloud. Okay, I think we'll see. This has been rumored, so I don't know if it's really cheating, but
Oh no.
I think we'll see a new Twisted Metal to coincide with the TV show, but it won't reflect the TV show because it's supposed to be like a dark humor comedy show with Will Arnett in it. I'm like, what? So I think there'll be a new Twisted Metal to get people excited for the show, but of course it won't have the tone of the show.
I'll give that one a 6.
6, you think it's a safe bet?
I wouldn't say it's safe. It's like on the verge of risky, which is why I would say 6 because it's like
It's a good time to bring it back. It's
yeah. The only thing was like Jaffe said that he'd be, and this is why I don't think it's happening yet. So, but did you see his tweet where he was like, no one's ever talked to him and he'd be kind of sad if no one even just mentioned it to him, which I agree with. Like the dude made the series and
well, Jim Ryan might not care, okay?
You're right. But like I said, it's just, I feel like Jaffe really is that twisted mind. He comes up with things like just so crazy. He created, God of War and
Drawn to Death.
And like Drawn to Death is like one of those games. Like the idea of it is really cool in concept. I mean, the gameplay was terrible, but like he has like that weird mind that just like Twisted Metal needs. It needs something just so screwed up. Like you need a dark side with a girl who's in a whatever ceramic mask that can't get it out, and then like all these twisted endings that like they all get what they wish for, but it's like not what they expect.
Yeah. A million virgins that have chlamydia. Oh
no. Yeah. I mean so I know this wasn't Jaffe because it was like 989 or something like that, but in Twisted Metal 3, Minion, I think it was, he wants to be like sent to hell. And he gets sent to like Hell, Michigan, so it's freezing cold.
Son of a.
But I think you just, like I said, you need minds like that to work on Twisted Metal because that's what that's like that game will work as a battle royale online game in itself. But like I loved it because the story was just so crazy, and I loved seeing all the different endings.
Well then. Said 6, right? Okay.
Yep. I'm surprised you have not double dipped at all.
He could. You know that he could just be saying that just to kind of throw people off.
Yeah, I mean he did that with announcing the last Twisted Metal. He said that no, I'm not making a Twisted Metal. Then the asshole comes out on an E3 stage with a sweet tooth.
I was there for that.
Oh, that's cool. I wish I was there. That would have been sweet.
Whoa.
I was.
It's funny. We could see the teleprompter. So my boss of PlayStation Lifestyle was like texting the guys back work at home that weren't at E3, saying, "Hey man, the next thing's this. Go ahead and start writing an article." It was kind of funny. The site did fantastic that year because we were getting the jump on other sites. It was fun times.
That's pretty cool.
I'm in the crowd. If you go back and watch the E3 2010, you see me there at the very beginning.
Yeah. You're famous.
It's me,
Mario.
Mario. Oh, let's see what we got the next. The Mario on the PS5.
That's your next prediction? That's a 10.
Except, yeah, I had Megashow remake on there. You already got that one.
It's funny because you haven't double dipped at all for me yet.
Well, I just said I had an Metal Assault remake on there.
Well, I'm saying for like the ones that you've said, you haven't
Yeah.
double dipped at all for me. Like the
Oh,
five that
okay.
you
So
have,
you're saying that
you haven't thrown any of mine out.
cool. That's fun.
That is fun.
Good times. Can you still hear me good?
Oh, perfect.
Okay. I'm just, hmm. Um, sorry. My Audacity was acting kind of weird for a moment.
Uh oh.
No, I mean I wouldn't have done anything. It's not like
Why are you touching things?
I'm not touching anything.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Um. I kind of hate saying this one because we just kind of talked about it, but people seem thirsty for Infamous, and I think it could make a comeback. But I don't think it'll be from Sucker Punch Productions.
Hmm.
I think it'll be an XDev game with somebody like Sumo Digital. Because do you remember they helped with they helped finish up Crackdown 3?
Yes, I do remember that.
They helped give that the love it needed after, was it Ruffian Games? After they got bought out and became, didn't Ruffian Games get bought out by Rockstar?
I have no idea. There's so many studios I can't keep up with all of them.
Yeah, I think we'll see. I just don't think Sucker Punch has the time to do it because Ghost of
Yeah,
Tsushima was such a big hit. I mean, it's getting a movie.
but you don't think so? My question would
I'm
be,
not saying they're not going to help, but I mean, I don't. I think they'll have a team like like maybe 15, 20 guys helping with it.
and that's why I was gonna get at. Like, you don't think
However,
that
I don't
there's a
think it's like 100 people working on it.
so um Uncharted obviously had the Lost Legacy, and it was a small
Yeah,
10-hour experience. When I say small, it's not that small, but it's smaller
yeah.
for Naughty Dog, obviously. You don't think that this could possibly be like a little side team from Sucker Punch saying like, hey, we
Uh,
wanted to make Infamous, and let's make it like a a 10-hour game where it's not like nothing crazy, but this could be the start of something.
what was First Light? Remember how long it was?
Like five, I think 5 hours maybe. I don't
I
think.
definitely think there. I do think that there'll be a small team helping with it, but it's going to be somebody else
All right,
laying the
well,
groundwork.
I I'm gonna give that a 3 because I do think Infamous will
Okay.
be shown. I think there's a lot of signs pointing towards that. I don't like as far as the developer. I would have assumed Sucker Punch, but like I said, it just would have been small team. But I could totally see the argument against that because they just came out with Ghost of Tsushima and have been
Yeah,
working hard on other things like giving us free multiplayer and then on
yeah,
top of that
man,
DLC. So
that's pretty awesome of them.
yeah.
If if you bought the game, you got it for free. You can go buy it now if you don't have Ghost of Tsushima for $20. But, I mean, that was really kick ass of Sucker Punch. Thanks, guys. You don't do MVP. Lay it out there, James.
All right.
Mr. Believe Man, Mr. What was it? Poppin Platinums.
Poppin
Yeah.
Platinums. PP.
Give us one of those predictions.
All right, here I'm assuming this is going to be my 10.
Uh oh. Oh boy, can't wait for this one. La, la,
There
la.
there is a triumphant return from a PlayStation IP,
Okay.
and it's not any of the ones you guessed. It is Buzz Quiz.
Please explain to me why Buzz Quiz is coming back.
We are in a lockdown. Well, not a
Okay.
lockdown, but we're in a COVID
Yeah.
year. People did have fun with Buzz, and you can make it where you can have your family, like the ones that you see closest, like that's just something for you guys to do while you're in. Or if you want to play something with your friends and just have a good laugh, you can now play online against other people and just like I said, if I could, I remember playing Buzz Quiz with my buddies back in high school, and I loved
Mm-hmm.
it. And
Oh yeah,
I
it's a fun
think
game.
about the times like now would be really cool. While I know that they're locked in their house pretty much because they don't want to get COVID, and just having a good Friday night where we can play Buzz Quiz and just laugh, because
It sold pretty well, didn't it? Like in Europe and all that.
yeah, I think it was. I mean, they made like five of them or something, so there was success in it. I'm just like I said, I think that there's room for it now. Like social games are bigger than ever, and you can't. I'm telling you right now, if Sony paid, a streamer to stream Buzz Quiz, like people
Oh
would have a
yeah.
lot of fun with it, and
Mhm.
that would be a good streaming game too. So I don't know. I think that there's room for it. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think it would be fun to do it now, and this would be the best opportunity for to do it. Obviously, you can't just be like, "Oh, hey, the COVID happened last year. Let's make it this
Yeah.
game and poop it out." But I said that's just like the one thing that I feel like PlayStation's missed is like a kooky game that has nothing to do with really games at all. But it's just more about the party that you're with.
They had the PlayLink titles. They were pretty fun. Remember
Yeah,
those?
yeah, and you can make this a PlayLink title. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah. Even they kind of ditched that whole thing.
yeah, but you can, like I said, you can still like this. Don't like this game doesn't require a controller. It doesn't require a PS5.
Yeah.
It does require just like I said, if you're just gonna put it on PlayStation and have a like I said, have a good party game. So I don't think
Yeah.
it's gonna happen, but it'd be fun.
Now I'm giving it a 9, but I do get what you're saying. If you presented that idea to the right person,
Hmm.
it would definitely get some traction. Because I'm sure the Buzz Quiz. I'm sure Buzz Quiz games don't cost that much to make
Yeah, I can't imagine it
compared
being
to
too much. Hmm.
Twisted Metal or Forspoken, Infamous. I gave it a lol, a LOL out of. No. I get it, man. It would be fun. That's definitely some of that PS3 variety we were talking about earlier.
Hmm.
SingStar games and
Um. So my next prediction is gonna be one. I'm interested to see what you think
damn it.
of the chances of this one, but I want to say From Software is there, and they show an exclusive new title for PlayStation.
I can see it happening. Elden Ring comes out in what, January?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, January 22nd or something. They haven't shown any new games since then. It's. I mean, I know they're not one to really showcase too many games at one time, but I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah, I think it will. As far as what it is, I think it would be really dumb not to do Bloodborne 2, but I just everything seems to point that it's like I could see this being the Castlevania
Mm,
one. Like how like leading up to my Konami thing is like, hey, Kojima's doing Silent Hill or Blue Box, whoever fucking is doing Silent Hill.
yeah.
Uh, you know, Metal Gear Solid's Blue Point, and the big banger here is From Software with Castlevania.
Oh, that would be crazy.
So that's
People,
I'm gonna say it's so I'm gonna say like I said, From Software shows an exclusive PS title. That'll be like my half point, my other half point. I'm gonna say right now Castlevania.
damn. I do think From Software will be there with something, so I'll give you that. But Castlevania, I'll give it a 7. It's that would be really cool though, because people would be like, "What?
Yep.
It's an exclusive Castlevania from Software? Oh my god!
Can't wait to get 7 points.
That totally flips the script." By God, Castlevania's been changed forever. Because you know it would. I mean, because I know Lord of Shadows was supposed to be kind of like that kind of God of War type game.
Hmm.
So I could definitely see him trying to follow the next big, um, the big cash in on the next big genre of gaming.
Yeah, and my thing would be to go along with this rumor is, or my prediction, I guess, is that so there's a few things. Sony owns part of the what is it, Katakawa, whatever.
Yeah.
Their parent company that
Yeah,
from
it's a
software.
small percentage.
Yeah, small, but they still own a little bit of it. Two, Sony has already published Castlevania exclusively on their system already. You know, with some of their older stuff.
Yeah.
And then I had a third point, but I kind of forgot. I'm trying to think what it is. So since Bloodborne was already a Gothic style and Castlevania is a Gothic style, I think they kind of already have the style done, and then now they can merge their gameplay into that proven IP. So that's why I think it makes sense from software to do this. But it also is contingent on Konami partnering with PlayStation in some capacity.
Yeah. Because I know Konami's, I mean, they've released a couple other games that have been pretty big for them recently. I can't remember what they were. It's something in Japan. But yeah, that would be pretty damn sweet, man. So yeah, I've already predicted that one. I guess you already gave my one. I guess you gave my two. Of course, they're talking about showcasing games from this winter, 2021. Some kind of Call of Duty Vanguard special DLC mode exclusive to the PS4, PS5. I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, I know we don't want to see it, but Sony, Call of Duty's the past decade been the best selling game every year. You gotta please those dude bros.
Unfortunately.
Because Microsoft apparently has the marketing for Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
Sony has Call of Duty, and they gotta show Activision some love.
I just can't. So, I think
it won't be long. It might be a minute or two,
Yeah.
Reminder, play the beta first on PlayStation.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think if they're going to show it, it's not going to be a long thing. Because, one, people have already played Call of Duty Vanguard, so there's no reason to show gameplay of it. And then, two, like you said, they since they own the marketing rights to it, they're gonna show. I think they're gonna show some of it, but it's gonna be, like I said, it's just like a 1-minute trailer with like you said, play the beta now, or exclusive zombie map.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous that fans are like, "Whoa, shit, bro!"
Exactly.
I got a free skin.
So yeah, I'll make that your number 2.
Thank you.
So you have a 5, 7, and a 9 left.
What else I got on here? It's my turn again, right? Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Those son of a bitches at Insomniac somehow are going to bring us remakes
Of Resistance.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I have that too. So I'm gonna say that you're fine. I have 15 predictions. We were bound to double dip.
Yeah. I'll put your hand up on my hip. Okay.
So that's gonna be my number 5 because that's the lowest points I have left for you.
Because I think it could happen. I think there's enough fan support for it. People that want it back. Sony needs to have a first-person shooter of their own. Mm-hmm. Since Microsoft owns all the rest of them. I'm serious. Quake, Wolfenstein, Halo, Doom. Other ones I can think of. That one game with the, with the people and
the things.
It was the one that came out.
I just want you to figure this out. This is fun.
It's a sequel. Rage. Yeah. They got Rage. They got Rage 1 and 2, remember?
Yep.
I mean,
they own all the first-person shooters at this point.
I mean, think about it. All the big ones are owned by Microsoft.
Yep.
So Sony has to have something.
You hope, but I mean, I'm with you. Like I said, I thought Resistance would be shown. I think Insomniac has three teams, and obviously they had Miles Morales and Ratchet and Clank, but maybe that third team was working on Resistance. I mean, I would assume that they're probably more working on VR, but I don't know. Like Insomniac is just crazy, and they've been expanding anyway, and so I could definitely see Resistance there. They've teased it a bunch of times at this point, including
I'd rather have that over Sunset Overdrive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I really liked Sunset Overdrive, but I loved Resistance.
Yeah, we need Resistance. You hear me, Insomniac? We need it. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Okay.
So there's your two. So now I'm
Woo!
up.
Woo!
Who? I'm gonna say Sly Cooper 5 is shown.
Oh, you stole one of mine.
Good.
Son of a bitch.
So I have a 1, 6, and a 10.
I can't give that a 1.
Let me look at my things really quick. And okay, well the next one that this would be the number 1 unless, I mean, obviously the 1 is the least amount. So like if you think Sly's gonna be there, then give it a 1. But I think there's another thing that is gonna happen. But I can see you flipping either one for the 1 or 6. But
okay, look, I give Sly a 6 because that means that every one of Sucker Punch's franchises they've worked on since being acquired by PlayStation are either being remade or being made. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that means somebody's working on Infamous, somebody's working on Sly Cooper, and they're working on Ghost of Tsushima. So that's a pretty good damn track record.
Yeah, but just like you said,
you feel pretty good about that.
So Ghost of Tsushima is getting their own movie, but Sly Cooper had its own TV show.
Did it? Did it have one, or did it fall apart?
No, apparently it did.
But
it wasn't.
What happened?
I don't know. I mean, they probably just didn't market it at all. But that would be a good, fun little game to bring back. And there's rumors of it being brought back anyway. So, like I said, I think
like 4-2. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. So here, I guess this will probably be my number 1 point because I don't think anything is easier on my list. So, Gorilla is there. It's shown at the showcase, and it's not Horizon. So it's, to me, a first-person shooter. And whether it's SOCOM or Killzone, I'll leave that up to you. I don't really care. It's one of those two games, in my opinion.
So even though they retired the Killzone website and everything, they're bringing it back. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think it's Killzone. I would say it's SOCOM out of the two because they've been working on it for a while. That guy from Rainbow Six has been there for a few years now, and Horizon I think will be shown in a capacity like a trailer, but they're not going to show gameplay of it again. They had its own state of play, you know.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I think they'll show they might show Guerrilla Games first, and people get like oh, it's Horizon, but then they show a freaking the Navy SEALs, you know.
Yeah.
And you see the more gameplay that's like Rainbow Six than anything else. So I think that I think that they'll be there, and it'll be in the capacity of a first person shooter.
Okay, yeah, I'll give that a 1. You're right. They do have another team working on something. We all know that. And I'm thinking, like you said, it's some kind of shooter. We hope it's SOCOM. It at least uses the SOCOM name. So I definitely think it deserves to come back.
Mm-hmm. So now it's you. You got your last two coming up.
Man, I was going to. This one kind of predicated on something they said already, which kind of knocks it down a little bit. But I do think Wipeout's going to return. Only because they need. No, it's. Nintendo's not doing F-Zero for whatever reason. They're like, nah. And why not capitalize on that futuristic racing market?
Yeah,
But they also said that the rumor is that it's going to be a PSVR 2 game also.
That's that is why I think we're not going to see it, is because they already made it for VR and it worked fine. So I think that we will see it as a launch title for PSVR 2.
They're saying that some of the games they're trying to work on for the PSVR 2
will be hybrids.
Compatible. Yeah. Just because, unfortunately the VR games don't always, they might, no matter how good they are, they don't always sell exceptionally well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you that it's going to be a hybrid game. I mean, but Wipeout's a hybrid one. The one for VR now.
Yeah.
But
it's free.
I just think that they will wait to show it until the VR. Like, even though it will be a hybrid game. But yeah, between 7 and 9. I'm going to say 9.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think, like I said, to me, it's like a flip of a coin. I think it'll be there in some way. I just don't know if it's Thursday or if it's next year, or I guess it would be they'll probably have like some sort of June event for the VR2 if it comes out next year.
Look, if they're having an in-person event, I'm messaging somebody, hey, you better give us an invite, all right? Because so many of these big sites nowadays don't even care to cover PSVR content.
Yeah, it's a shame, actually.
I know. I mean, there's tons. Someone was like, "There's not really many PSVR games coming out this year." Bull crap. There's more than you know about. Just because you don't pay attention to them doesn't mean they're not releasing.
Yeah.
I mean, don't throw slander at it when there's plenty of games. I mean, we're almost at 300 PSVR reviews now. I mean, they might not all be these big stellar companies you've heard of. I mean, most of them are indie titles from guys that have they're like 10 people on the team.
Gotta start somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just don't even start with me. Okay. We are still strong.
What else you got for me? What's your last prediction?
I know it kind of sucks. My last one is this one, but we'll finally see whatever the hell the factions modes turn into, which is kind of a long shot because, like we said earlier, they are hiring like hell for it. And which kind of makes me go, ooh, wait a minute. What do you mean? Last of Us came out in 2020. At this point, it's almost been, it'll be. They talked about the multiplayer mode before that, so you would think. And, we all know it's supposed to be the cinematic multiplayer experience. But there was a Naughty Dog dev that chimed in saying, hey, you need to watch the event show. Watch the showcase.
Yeah. I'm sure it will be factions, but obviously I told you that one of my predictions, which it's not going to be my last prediction, but one of them was going to be that Naughty Dog's there not showing factions.
Yeah. A new IP, thank God.
The worst part about it is I don't know if it's a new IP. It could be the Last of Us remake.
Damn.
But it would be really cool to see them do a superhero thing, considering that's what that the cards or whatever collectibles in The Last of Us 2 were.
Is that your prediction for them? Hold on a second. This is mine still, okay?
Yeah, it's not. It's not one of my predictions.
Okay.
Like I said, I was going to stay off Naughty Dog, even though I think they're going to be there. Which did you see that? Which obviously this is Tidix and he's all over the place. But did you see that he said that Marvel has a single player game for Sony?
I heard it was Wolverine. Wolverine, everyone's good.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I like Wolverine. He's cool.
Yeah.
But who would make it?
I mean, so you can have Santa Monica make it if they're not all if you give us another a split, if you hired more for the team, right? Because they can do combat like that.
But what about Corey Barlog? He wanted to do his own thing. Remember? I doubt it's a Marvel project he wants to do. He has an idea for. Hey.
Yeah, I mean his stuff was space related, so I wonder if we will even see. I mean, assuming no, there's no way we're gonna see
Wolverine in space.
See, I don't. Yeah.
Did you see where him and his wife separated?
No.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. I know she was in the hospital or she was having some medical issues, but
wait,
recently she said something. Yeah. kind of feel bad for him, and I hope it wasn't because of gaming, because I know a lot of people say it's that creating games is such a daunting task.
Yeah, that is sad, considering that they seem to really have fun together. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I
I hope he's
mean,
all right. I
there's.
hope he's I've been through divorce. It weighs heavy on your soul.
I always find it crazy though when you get divorced. Like their kid has to be like what, maybe 8, 7, 6, something
Yeah,
like that. Like I feel like that's a weird time to get divorced right then. It's like
yeah.
I feel like if there was a time you're gonna get divorced, it was probably earlier when the baby was not letting you guys sleep, or when the kids are going to college and you don't care
Yeah.
anymore.
Little Brah, he was, I think, maybe a year and a half, almost two, maybe.
And see, that makes sense to me. Like
Yeah,
that takes a toll on someone to have a kid and going through a baby phase and all that stuff and
yeah.
the toddler and like I said, like 7 and 8, that's kind of like where it starts getting a little bit easier.
It was tough, man. I remember some times. I remember one time I took him back, and he just like flipped out, and the band was like, "I want daddy," just kicking the seats and all this, and just crying. Oh man, whew, that tore me up. But okay, it's, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring the show down.
Way to go.
Yeah,
So I guess going back to your prediction,
that'd be
I
seven, right? That's it. That's all that's left, right?
that is all that's left.
Yeah,
Um, I just don't know. Like I said, we talked about it before, but
yeah.
I just don't know with them hiring people and trying to make this a mega blockbuster AAA multiplayer experience. If we will see it in action, they might just bring it up again. But I could totally see them also. Like, I mean, they could be making the Wolverine game. Heck, why wouldn't you
Yeah.
want to try it? Like, I mean, you gave Insomniac Spider Man, and Naughty Dog should be like, fuck, we're gonna one up these guys and show them how to do a real superhero game.
We're gonna make you feel bad for Wolverine, his healing factor, and his
So,
love of redheads.
I saw people like what they wanted for superhero stuff, and there was like Black Panther, and there was some
Daredevil, Punisher,
Daredevil. Yeah,
Moon Knight.
Punisher was the other one that I saw. Um, Honestly, I think those are
Thor,
boring because
Venom.
yeah, Venom. Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. But obviously, Spider Man's already in the
Yeah,
making.
so I'm gonna be like Silver Surfer.
I would like to see like a character that would be really freaking hard to do. Like a Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Like
fun though.
yeah, that would be insane. But I think that's where it would be really cool to see how good of a developer someone is. Because like I think like Hulk, Thor, Punisher, like those are
Smash.
all things that like already have a base game. Like Hulk and Thor is just a God of War type game or whatever, uh, and then Punisher would just be any third person shooter at this point.
Hey, Punisher cares.
I like those superheroes. That's not where I'm getting at. I just think that those are boring, or those are less risky IP to
Nah, I
do.
get it. it's it's almost like doing a Superman game. You got to. It would be, even though it would sound easy to make a good Superman game, when it comes down to it, I mean, Superman can just break a guy's neck with his pinky. You can't have him fighting burglars the whole time because then they'd be like, okay, this is boring.
Hmm.
Hey man, now it's your turn.
All right, so I'm trying to think of what I have as, or what I'm going to do as my 10. So I guess
That's all you got left, right? Is the 10?
yes. I guess I'll say the ones that I'm not going to use.
Okay,
Uh,
go ahead.
so my first one of them, I told you this before, but one of them was just going to be that Jim Ryan starts the show off just like he did, like let's get to the games, or let's
Yeah,
already the games do the talking.
a little righty.
So that was gonna be one of them. If you took more, let's see, Pixel Opus would have been on there too.
Oh yeah, with their game with Sony Animation Pictures,
Yeah, and
Sony Pictures
then
Animation. I bet.
um,
I really
level
want to see that one. I really want to see what that one's about.
um, the Marvel one would have been one of my predictions, but I'm not gonna go there. Level 5 being there was gonna be one of my predictions too, but the one I'm gonna do
Uh,
is, and I don't think this is a 10, but I don't know. Because I didn't like Buzz was supposed to be my 10 and you gave it a 9, you weird person. So
I mean, it had a fan base. I mean, it's sold relatively well.
it did, but it's dead.
You never know that.
So I think with the success of Blue Point, I think Sony will dig further into their own catalog. I don't think it's only going to be Blue Point games, though. I think with uh, Medieval, they Other Ocean showed that they can also make a remake of a
Yeah,
game, and so
definitely.
I I was gonna say Legend of Dragoon with Other Ocean, but I'm gonna go a different game, and I'm trying to think of what game I want to do now. Um,
Dark Cloud Omega Boost.
no, I don't think Dark Cloud.
Tomba.
Um,
Wild Arms. Woo!
Wild Arms would be fun, but
Dude, it would be.
trying to think of what's a beloved IP that people have been. I'm gonna say, and this is probably not gonna or one. Okay, so I guess this will probably be a 10. I guess so. Other
Jet
Ocean.
Moto.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is Jet Moto.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I was joking. I was thinking it'd be no because it could be a hybrid game.
Yeah. Well, I just
Dude, I'd be
that.
down for. I would so be down for a new Jet Moto game.
Yeah, I
Because,
would be too.
like we said, Sony has a vast, deep system. I mean, library of IPs. I mean, that's a whole episode to itself. Just going back and cataloging all these IPs they have. That Ape Escape. These games haven't been touched in years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have this big catalog of IPs. They're just games just sitting there. Kinetica War. What was it? War the Calling All Monsters? No, War of the Monsters. Yeah.
Um, I would like to see them do a Warhawk. That would been pretty. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. So I'm looking up like dormant franchises. Siphon Filter would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Actually,
See,
I'm gonna change it to Siphon Filter instead of Jet Moto.
is that what Ben Studio? They're working on a new IP, aren't they? That's right.
They are working on
That we
UIP.
know of. Yeah.
Like I said, and this will be like I said, this is gonna be like medieval remake. Like
Yeah.
where they're gonna update the cosmetics. I think that they might fine tune the shooting in like in
Oh,
Siphon
definitely.
Filter,
You're gonna have to. Yeah.
um, but I think that would be a really. I think Jet Moto would be easier to
Yeah.
do,
Oh yeah.
but Siphon Filter would be a bigger deal.
Oh yeah, man. There's people. Oh my God, Siphon Filter's back.
So I guess, like I said, I was trying to think of a thing to make it a 10. So I'd say Siphon Filter will make it a 10. But
Siphon Filter.
if like if you're Sony and you have seen success with remaking games and just remakes in general with other studios like Capcom doing Resident Evil, why not just continue it in Other Ocean? While it probably didn't it didn't sell well with Medieval, but Medieval's always been a niche game to begin with. So let them do another thing, make a niche game with Siphon Filter. Siphon Filter could be a bigger game than a niche one,
Oh yeah, it definitely would be.
and same with Jet Moto. But either way, I think those are two games that would be really fun for like that next step for Other Oceans. Like, hey, we're not really on the map, but let's be on the map.
Mm.
So I'm gonna go with that as my 10.
Woo! That's pretty fun. I'll admit that I'm glad we went with that.
Yeah. See, I don't know why you hated on my idea. It's just I'm the
Didn't
ideas
hate.
man.
I didn't hate. I didn't hate.
Well, you were just slow
I'm
to
sorry.
enjoy the idea.
I'm sorry. I can be a diva sometimes.
Hey, you need to grab a Snickers.
I tried the white chocolate Snicker the other day.
Different.
It was all right. It's like half off, so
It's worth the risk.
I was like, sure. Because man, if you go to a grocery store, if you go to a gas station just to get like a drink and a candy bar, they're like $5 almost.
Yeah, it's insane.
So I was like, okay, I want something. So I got that. And speaking of gas stations, do you ever drink energy drinks that often, or?
No. I used to,
Well,
but not
I
anymore.
mean, I tried. I drink the zero sugar stuff. So, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, he introduced some, and not everyone's carrying them yet, except for like Speedway. But they're pretty good, man. It's supposed to be like a healthier alternative to all that, Monster and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I got one today, like pineapple coconut. Oh man, it tastes delicious. Zero sugars too, baby. Woo. Been trying to cut back, so.
So I'm just gonna recap our predictions real quick.
All right.
So for my 1 through 10, I'm gonna start off with 1.
Okay.
So I have Gorilla FPS,
Mm-hmm.
God of War, Final Fantasy 16 in December, Blue Point MGS, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Sly Cooper 5,
Yep.
From Software Castlevania, 8 is Konami Partnership,
Yeah.
9 is Buzz, and 10 is Other Ocean Siphon Filter. I don't know how I feel about that. All these picks from me. I feel like when I look at your list, so yours is going 1 through 10. 1 is GT7 Summer, Call of Duty Vanguard, Infamous Not from Sucker Punch.
I don't think they have the manpower to do it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean I agree unless they were really heavily investing in their studios, like they said that.
Which I know Sony's doing, and I know Sony's trying to invest in their prior studios and give more supplies and more technology and more workforce and more creative minds.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
4 is Forspoken Spring 22. 5 is Resistance. And did you say that's a remake or a new one?
Remake.
Remake.
I think they'll do the remakes to kind of see how the market takes it.
Yeah.
If it does good, then
I hope if they do a remake though, it has to be like, hey, because like those games probably they didn't age super well. I'm assuming, and
I mean the first Resistance didn't. The graphics weren't. They were good, but they weren't like at the time. They were still kind of.
Yeah, I just hope that they tweak
early PS3 graphics.
Yeah, they need to tweak things. Like even in the story, I think it'll be kind of cool to tweak a few things just to either expand or cut out. Some things. The very first mission in Resistance is like you running on like a battlefield and there's just explosions or whatever.
Yeah.
And that'd be cool to see that in like a more detailed. Facet. So. So anyway. Your 6 is Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
7 is Factions. 8 is Blue Point Legend of Dragoon.
Woo.
9 is Wipeout. And 10 is PlayStation All-Stars.
By
Capcom. So I would say, though, your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are pretty much locked, in my opinion.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we will. I would like. I'm kind of with you that if Sly is there,
you think Resistance is locked in?
I do. I think Resistance. I think they've teased it enough at this point where you don't do like. It's kind of like the whole blue box stuff where it's like you don't tease the crap out of something without it being. It's got to be true at some point. Like
gotcha.
Whether they can say all they want that Kojima's not working with Blue Box in any sort of capacity, but when you have all these red flags, if call a spade, it's if it barks like a dog and wags its tail like a dog, then it's probably a dog.
It's a dog.
So that's why I think that the same thing is happening with Resistance, where it's like Insomniac has given it a lot of love lately, or in the past year. They tweeted out a lot about it. So I do think it's a lock. I was that was going to be one of mine as soon as that was going to be my next thing, and then you said it before me. So, but yeah, I think those are all locks as far as I'm concerned. And then Twisted Metal, I think, would be it's like I said, that's where it's like the teetering on the risk there. And I wouldn't have had Factions as 7 if you said it earlier. I probably would have had that as like a 5 or a 4. The only reason why I don't mind it being far like higher points is just because they were still hiring for people.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're doing an online multiplayer game, it's continuously. I mean, if it's successful, they're going to need people to keep working on it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're, like I said, I'm not saying you're wrong by any means. That was the only concern I had about saying that as a prediction,
Yeah.
But like I said, I would say that one's even fairly. I wouldn't say. I'd say it's fairly safe. I mean, obviously, Naughty Dog is going to be there. I just don't know which way it's going to be there yet. But I'm kind of hoping that like this one is more about their heritage, and like maybe we will see like more IP that's been dormant come to life. It would be cool to see Ape Escape or.
Oh yeah, there'd be so many fans. Oh my god, put that when I was younger.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say Siphon Filter is gonna be made only because I do think Bend, if Siphon Filter is gonna be made, Bend is gonna want to do it.
Yeah.
Gosh, I should just change it back to Jet Moto. But no, I'll take it.
No, man. Sometimes these companies, I mean, I know they want to, but if you're working on a brand new IP and all that,
yeah, I mean,
only have so many.
I do think Other Ocean will be there though. I was looking up what they've made recently, and there's like nothing. So it's like small things, and I don't even know if it was like the last year or two. So I think that they will come back, and like I said, they could be like the next Blue Point, in my opinion, in the sense of
Gotcha.
like, hey, let's mold this studio to be bigger than what they are. But if you're PlayStation and you can have 2 studios working on classic IP, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, because you can always feed. You can have these new games coming out, and then you can have in between that. In between sequels and remakes of games that don't take as much time to make.
Mm-hmm.
And they have that. What's it? The Malaysia team was supposed to be like an asset team, whatever. Like a
support.
They have 25. They have 25 employees now.
Mm-hmm.
They're like hey, we need a jungle setting, so they send all these assets and kind of like how Naughty Dog asked Sucker Punch for the Seattle assets for when they were doing the big explorable city.
Yeah,
Last of Us 2 and stuff like that. It's if it can help with production and help games come out faster, then hey, I'm all for it.
Here's a question for you. I'm curious what you think. So, PlayStation had the very odd announcements this year of saying, "Hey, here's a brand new studio, and they're working on an exclusive PlayStation project."
Yeah.
So, and that was there 4 teams or 3 teams?
It's Haven Studios. That probably Monsters and oh damn, what was it?
There's the Deviation.
Deviation, yeah, that's the 3 of them. That's it right there.
So, wait, Deviation, Haven, and what else?
It was probably Monsters team, Fire Starters or
Fire. Yeah, I was gonna say it's Fire something. Was it just 3? Wasn't 4?
It's just 3. That's all I can think of.
So the question is, will any of those 3 be there?
Oh, I don't think Haven will because Haven's still going.
Well, they're all 3 brand new, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think Haven's really. I think Deviation already has like 100 or so employees.
Yeah, it's true. So maybe I guess Deviation um could be the first one to be shown out of those three.
Mm.
It'll be interesting. I like maybe because Deviation's working on the multiplayer, right? Isn't it a multiplayer FPS?
Everyone thinks so, yeah.
So if that's the case, maybe they're doing the SOCOM, or yeah, maybe they're doing SOCOM. Maybe they're doing, I don't know, Killzone. I don't know. I guess Killzone's, yeah, like you said, it's dormant. So they're not doing. No one's doing Killzone, even though that's probably the most potential in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of. I do think if we'll see one, it'd be Deviation.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, I do believe that would be the one that would be out that they'd showcase the soonest because they. I think it's further along. They're probably showing.
Mm-hmm.
Because are these three games going to be PlayStation exclusives or?
Yes, all three of them
Okay.
are. So, and when I say PlayStation exclusive, I mean I guess they could come to PC still,
Yeah.
but I think that they're console exclusive at this point.
So Sony on kind of Sony will own the IPs.
That's what it sounds like. Is that when everything I've read on it was that Sony's gonna pretty much foster these studios and bring them up and help them and treat them like a first party, but not acquire them. But like I'm assuming acquire the IP
Mm.
and then I'm assuming if it's a hit too, then either they will get in a contract to work with them or they'll just buy them outright.
Yeah. Can we buy you guys? We have first option about purchasing your company. Son of a.
Do you
But yeah.
think? Do you think that Bungie will be there?
Nah, I don't think that. I mean, I think they're kind of doing their own thing. I don't think Bungie wants to go down that road again.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Um, but it would be interesting to see PlayStation and Bungie themselves partner up instead of just them with, because obviously it was with Activision really. Um, I think Bungie would like what they're, like being with PlayStation if I had to guess, but yeah, I agree with you. Like they've seen so much success by themselves. Like why even?
Yeah.
And that's in Destiny. Honestly, is a game that needs to be on all platforms. Like there's no reason to take that off away from people.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that they're not going to show anything, and I think that they'll kind of, if you see them, it might be like a marketing deal with Xbox or PlayStation the next year or something like that.
Because I know Microsoft has the Destiny 2 DLC on Game Pass.
But not the newest one, right? Not the newest
No,
one.
no,
Yeah,
the new one's not going to be on it now.
yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see them because like they said that like they have a new IP in the works, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
Isn't it something that Tencent helped fund or?
I don't know. Tencent owns everything.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. But
Them and Embracer and Coach.
Saber.
Or is it Coach Media that keeps buying everybody, or?
I don't know. Yeah, Embracer Group's been big. Tencent's been big. Obviously, Xbox has been big too. To buy a whole freaking publisher.
Mm-hmm.
Sony's here, like, hey, we've been working with 10 years with Housemark, so we're finally gonna acquire them. And then that's about it. Do you think here's my next question. Do you think that they will announce an acquisition? So I know I said in my prediction that they'll do Blue Point, but do you think any other acquisitions would be possible during this event?
Nah, I think Blue Point's going to be the next big one, and then if there is more, it won't be for a couple of years.
See, I don't think it'll be for a couple years because they've been hiring for, an acquisitions person.
Yeah.
So I do think it'll be sooner than 2 year, like a couple years, but I don't think it'll. I think if they're gonna highlight one, it's gonna be Blue Point. They're gonna want to show Blue Point love, and let them be the star of the acquisition. And honestly, I don't even know if they will even announce it at this. They might just do a blog post like they've done everything else.
Yeah.
So like I said, that might be the only hiccup on my one prediction. Is I don't even know if they'll. I don't truly think that they'll.
No, they could say, hey, we like to welcome Blue Point to the. This is the next game from Blue Point, Metal Solid, Legend Dragoon, whatever. And then at the end, but we'd also like to welcome Blue Point to the PlayStation Family Studios, and we hope to look forward to their game in the near future. I could see something like that.
Yeah, I can too. I have a weird feeling that they're just really not going. I don't know. Maybe they. I was thinking that they're, like I said, 40 minutes long. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of talking.
I hope not. Let the games do the talking, Jim.
Yes, let the games
do the talking. Your old ass off the screen.
But that same show that he did that, they did have developers come out and talk about it for a little bit. Like the Deathloop guys came on there. Kana those guys were out there. So I think you might see a little talking.
No.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do if they do any acquisitions, and if they let people talk. And I'm assuming if they do, it's going to be very short. Like, hey, if you talk longer than 30 seconds, we're not airing it. But I don't know. It'll be. I said you got to cut the talking out and just show us games. And I think. Do you think that the State of Play girl will be there?
Oh, the voiceover girl. Yeah. Hey guys. No, if there's gonna be a girl there, it's gonna be a British girl. Okay.
Why a British girl?
Because Jim Ryan, he'll be.
Yeah, that's true. Him and his.
This is platinum, baby. We're using diamonds.
That'll be
some British folks.
I don't think that there will be a narrator at all. I think the way that I'll do is kind of like I said, kind of. Like maybe instead of Jim Ryan, maybe it'll be Herman Hulst this time, being like, "Hey, here at PlayStation Studios, we're excited for, what's to come for PS5, even though we've had a great launch and blah blah blah." And he's like, "But let's show you what's in for the future," and then they'll be like just banger after banger. But I would assume before that they might do third party stuff.
Will Herman be wearing a shirt?
I hope not.
Have you seen that picture where he changed that tire?
Yes.
I was like, damn, I didn't know he was in that good a shape.
Those Germans.
This dude, get it, man.
I'll
tell you who's ripped. It's Assad Quizzlebash, say his name?
I don't know.
He's the head of PlayStation Studios.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude, he posted some picture one time. He was just like, that was a great workout. I'm like, Jesus, dude. You sure you shouldn't be like an MCU movie? Or?
And this is probably my last question for the prediction, like for the show, in terms of, like I said, my last actual question. So neither of us did this or had a prediction on this, and I do think it's going to happen. But do you think Blue Box makes an appearance?
Oh, no, I don't think, no.
Really?
I know you're all about it, but I think it's all just a big Apollo.
No, you're saying that it's all junk. You're saying this is all junk. You're saying that.
Man, I'm just tired of it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not asking if you're tired of it. I'm asking you, is this all junk? Is this all going to be nothing?
It just seems like it's all for nothing because we're getting to this point. This is 2021. There is proof that they've had all these past games that didn't equal to anything.
Yes, but
what?
But like
somebody finally took I feel sorry for you guys.
You need to listen to. I wish I knew which episode it was, but Colin Moriarty actually went through all the games that they did and pretty much explained why this is all like a front, like this was all planned. And I 100% agree with him that this like. Because I think like one of the games like got pulled like after like an hour or something like that. So and I said I could be wrong. It's been a minute since I listened to that episode, and there's just no way in my mind that Sony is letting them do this without it being something. Like, I could see Blue Box being Blue Point and Kojima merged together, and it's the Silent Hill game we've all been asking for. There's too many relations. I mean, so like one of the rumors was that Abandon is not just one game. It's the series of Abandon IP from Konami, pretty much. So like,
oh my gosh.
So
this is some deep shit.
All right, I agree. But if you think about it, like it's so like it is definitely a conspiracy and all that stuff. But if you think about it, like Blue Box. Okay, well they had their like, first off, their logo is the PlayStation Studios logo, just inverted, and we've gone over that.
Yeah.
Blue Box is close to Blue Point. I don't know why you go Blue Box and Blue Point. They're not close in terms of proximity with where they're located, because one's in the Netherlands, one's in Texas.
Yeah.
So I guess that's one of the differences. But it is close to Gorilla, but they've been tweeting at the same time Kojima tweets, which is like in Japanese, it'd be the right time to tweet in Japan, so why are they tweeting in like Japan's time? So that's like the other thing. But like I said, if you think about Abandon, they've tweeted out the picture of pretty much Big Boss at this point. It's not, but it's close. They have a survival horror game that it's supposed to be realistic and all that stuff, and then they show like the person walking for 2 seconds that everyone was all pumped for a second, and then realized it was garbage. But
what the hell is this? That was such a funny reaction. Yeah.
But people showed it to, like it was very similar to the Silent Hill reveal with Norman Reedus with the walking, the boots, and all that stuff. So, like I said, the only thing that wouldn't be matched, like, I haven't seen any reference to like Castlevania, but you already have 2 of the 3 that I've mentioned. And like I said, Abandoned makes sense because they have been abandoned. And
by the fanboys on Twitter.
What?
I said yes, they've been abandoned by all the fanboys on Twitter because everyone's tired of the shit.
Well, no, I'm saying that the IP has been abandoned. Like those 3 IPs have been abandoned. And
okay, gotcha.
And so like I said, it's weird to have an app. There's no freaking way, I'm telling you right now, there's no freaking way PlayStation allows them to make an app for garbage.
Yeah.
And I think that it's supposed to be like a series of app and playable teasers and stuff like that or whatever. That comes out on this app. And I think you will see like Konami's whatever, like all their IP come out on there and be like, here's these 3 trailers, and then here's the PT demo for Silent Hill. And just, like I said, I think that I don't know, maybe I'm just lost in this conspiracy now and I'm too far gone, but
I think you are deep in the rabbit hole.
It's just, I'll admit when I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong.
Okay, we'll see.
You know what? You need to take Parappa's advice, and you just got to believe.
I do believe, but man, it just seems like one big freaking scam that Sony got scammed on.
Like I said,
we'll see though.
It wouldn't be PlayStation. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I think all those coincidences, like the PlayStation logo being inverted, that's not a coincidence. I think this is first party ish. I don't think this is like Capcom coming in a third party capacity. I think this is legitimate Sony, Sony employees working on this.
Yeah.
Because no one has spoken out about this, and he's got major help from outside sources.
Yeah.
That you don't get that shit if you're no one.
Yeah, 10-person studio in the Netherlands.
And if you're like, I understand if you're PlayStation giving money to like Jade Raymond and stuff like that, like people who have proven themselves. but this guy hasn't proven shit. So why are you giving money to him? Like, what did he like? Did he hypnotize them? So there's, like I said, there's
You'll give me millions of dollars.
Hassan Karaman is a fake, in my opinion. So we'll see.
We'll see, man. This has all been recorded, so
Yep.
you've been captured in 4K. What that meme is. But we hope that you enjoyed tonight's predictions. I want to get going on this as soon as send me the file. So
We'll do.
we'll get it fit. Thursday, we'll all be there. We'll be watching. We're hoping to have a show record that night with our post show, the aftermath. There we go, the aftermath podcast.
Where I announce my victory over you.
Yeah. Oh my God, he won! How about that, guys? We'll see. We'll see. All right. We're hoping to have a post prediction show.
Make it happen.
I mean, a aftermath show where we'll
make it happen. Yeah, I'll predict all you want after the show.
We'll be like, let's react. Reactions. What do you think? Then we'll have like a little picture of our faces, like, oh my God, like they do on Twitter, they do on YouTube. Reaction video. Woo! But thank you for listening. We hope you guys enjoyed our predictions, and we hope that we're more right than we are wrong. We don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so we'll know soon enough. So boom, baby.
Boom.
Boom. We'll let you know. Make sure if you enjoy the show, subscribe. If you like it, leave us a review. That'd be awesome.
Yep. Keep popping them platinums.
And go to the website, PlayStationBrahs.com. Share some love. Show us some support. And as always, come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Is the right button?